Hello, my dear friends. I hope that you are doing very well. In this video, I want to talk to you about how to manifest your desires. I asked in the community tab, what is your desire? And some of you were kind enough to go public and share with us your desires. So I think that I will split this information and my answers in several videos because I got some interesting desires and I don't want to just throw them all in one video. So I hope to finish all the videos and upload them in the next 2 weeks. Okay, so let's start. The first desire is the following. Sorry, but I cannot pronounce your name. And yeah, so here is your desire, my friend. The first desire from the community tab. Hi there. One point of focus without disturbances and emptiness of mind for a very long time, looking for samadhi. I hope that I pronounced that correctly, that term. So this is a good one. I like that you are very specific with your goal. For example, during these years of doing YouTube, I've received a few emails in which people said that their mission is to get enlightened, which for me, that goal is not very specific. Okay? You have to have a goal that your mind can understand, that your mind can grasp. And your goal, my friend, I like it that is very specific. So what I can say to you is that I can only speak from what I've experienced so far. I cannot advise you in any other way. Okay, so keep that in mind. So what's samadhi, or however that is pronounced? If you search it on Google, it says that you become one with the subject that you meditate upon. So basically, if you meditate on an apple, your consciousness becomes one with it, and you get to experience that apple on a deeper level. So, yeah, that's what this term, this term describes as experience. Okay. Well, from my point of view, when people also speak about this term, they say that they want to, experience silence of the mind, but they also want to experience oneness with everything. Well, personally, I cannot say how that is yet, but what I've experienced was a phenomena that in time, I believe can get you there. Like I said in the beginning, I cannot teach you what I did not experience and what I don't know for sure. But let's try. Here's what I've experienced, but I don't know if this is what people call samadhi or not. I'm not good at terminology, I just know how to do stuff. But how is named, this experience that I will present you in a second, how is named, I don't know for sure, but bear with me. So, here's the idea. If you are capable of moving your attention on the space, on the empty space that surrounds your body, okay? So let's say, for example, that you are sitting right now in a chair. You focus your attention on your body, and then you focus your attention outside of your body, okay? In that empty space that it's present in the room. If you sit for a certain period of time with your attention on that particular space, at some point, everything will start spinning. Okay, so let's see how can we get actually there. Here are the steps. So step 1. You have to sit in a comfortable position with your eyes closed, and you have to start to breathe deeply. You said as a desire, your desire is to have one point of focus and to have emptiness of mind. Please keep in mind that if you control your breath, the mind will slow down. Okay? So, for example, if your mind is very agitated during the day, in order to calm it down, you just have to start to do deep breath work. Okay? So, you just have to start to breathe deeply, and you will see that in no time the mind will start to become calm. Step 2. Okay, so after you sit comfortable, the step 2 is the following. You have to move your attention on your head area. Okay, you just have to notice how this focus of attention feels on your head. Then you move your attention to your feet. And again, you have to notice how this change of attention or focus feels. Then you have to move your attention to your solar plexus. Again, you have to notice how this movement of attention feels. So, this movement of attention, the only purpose that it has is for you to notice how it feels when you move your attention from one body part to the other. Okay? That's the purpose of it. Step 3. You have to focus now your attention on your entire body as a unit. Okay? And you have to keep your attention there for a bit just to get used to it. Step 4. You have to move your attention on the space outside of your body, on that empty air around your body. Step 5. You have to move your attention again on your body. The next step is to move your attention again on the space outside the body, the space from the entire room in which you sit. And the last step, okay? In the last step, if you keep your attention on the space outside of your body for a while, you'll notice that you'll start to feel this feeling as if the whole room in which you sit starts spinning around you. It's a very weird feeling, but at the same time, you'll feel very good, very pleasant. And if you manage to stay in that state for long enough, okay, at first you may fail, but you'll see if you continue to practice, you will become proficient in it and you will be able to stay in that state in which everything spins around you longer. And if you stay, the next phase will be a complete silence. It's like your mind snaps. Very hard to explain. But that's what I felt. It's like your mind snaps. And you then start to hear this sound. Okay? This weird sound. So that's how you get there. And I think these steps are very easy. Everyone can do them. And you may get similar experiences to mine. Okay? Again, I don't know the exact term for this experience, but it's a very interesting one. Again, I don't know if this is what people call samadhi or however you pronounce that. I do not know. But it's an interesting experience nevertheless. Okay, play with it and see how it goes. The next thing that I want to point out here is the fact that you mentioned that you want one point of focus without disturbances. Okay? I personally started to have less and less problems with that, but I view it like a workout. For example, if I stop doing sport or if I stop massaging my face every day, probably in a year or so I will lose my good appearance that I work so hard for, all right? So it's all about daily practice and maintaining your progress, okay? Um, okay, another thing that I want to point out here is the fact that you can incorporate things like thought control in your daily activities. For example, when I cook, I command myself to focus on the cooking without any thoughts whatsoever. In the beginning, it was really hard and I was really bad at it, but I gained experience every single day, a little bit of more experience. Okay? So, daily practice, it's super important. Another thing that can help you with one point of focus and emptiness of mind are the tarot cards. I've said many times that tarot cards can be used for casting spell, magic, and so forth. But in my opinion, tarot cards can be used like sigils. Okay? The way you charge a sigil, the way you do magic with sigils, you can do it with tarot cards, but on yourself. So, the tarot card for aiming the mind in one direction is the tarot card called the Magician. So, you said that your goal is emptiness of mind, to keep it steady. Well, to do that, you have to charge the Magician tarot card. But in order to keep your mind steady, okay, the Magician will help you to aim at something, to be able to focus in just one point. But you need willpower for that. In order to sustain that one point of concentration, you need willpower. And the tarot card for willpower is the Chariot. Again, I did a video about sigil magic, and you can look at that and see how I charge my sigil, because to this day I use the same method. So that's all. I hope that this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.